What is going on, YouTube? Nate the Great here, back at it again with a squat session. Doing leg day, and last week, if I recall, I did pseudo pause squats with something in the neighborhood of 155. And today I decided I would do box squats, or bench squats. And this is all in the hopes of increasing my my squat numbers, basically. And just as last week's pause squats, or pseudo pause squats, they weren't fully paused squats. The purpose there was to work on form and doing box squats. It forces you to you to break at the hips better before breaking at the knees, which is one of the biggest issues that I know I have, is being able to lower my my posterior chain, load my posterior chain when I'm squatting. And one of the biggest keys in doing so is to break at the hips firsthand before anything else. And you see here that the first step is to break at the hips backwards and then down at the knees, and set myself down onto. You set yourself down onto the box, or the bench, or whatever you're sitting on, basically, and keeping your body nice and tight. Raise yourself back up, basically opposite of what you just did getting down, to teach yourself to basically keep your body tight and break at the hips before breaking at the knees. But so for this particular workout, I started off with just the bar, and every set I did was with the bench here. I started off with just the bar for a set of 20. I moved up to 135 for a set of 12. I moved up to a final warm-up set of 155 for a set of 8. And here I moved into a 5x5, 5 sets of 5, with 175 doing these box squats. And for the most part, form is looking actually really good. I'm actually very happy with how this particular squat session went. But all of that aside, afterwards moved into leg press with 300 pounds for 3 sets of 10. Nothing really exciting there. Just, run-of-the-mill stuff. And I'm having a feeling. I feel that next week I'm going to move up 5 pounds just to see how it feels for 3 sets of 10 as well. Just because 300 is, it's moving like butter, almost. So, but after leg press, moved on to single leg extensions with 55 pounds on the machine, 3 sets of 12 each leg. And that was all for my leg session portion of the workout. And afterwards, I moved on to my biceps, my calves, abs, and bicep routine. Started off with cross-body curls with the 25-pound dumbbells for 3 sets of 10. Really focusing the inner head of my bicep, And I hadn't done this in a while, so I felt I should probably switch things up and do this again. Always pushing for that symmetrical, those symmetrical arms. But after biceps, moved on to calves with 165 on the bar for 3 sets of 20 calf raises. Pretty much same as always. And before moving on to ab routine with the 25-pound plate. And as always, nothing spectacular here. Set of 10 decline crunches, superset with 20 count Russian twists, which is basically just 10 on both sides. And I think I finally mastered the ability to keep my phone in my pocket and not have it pull itself out of my ears while I'm doing this, which is always nice. After that superset, moved straight into hanging knee raises for a set of 10. And I'm definitely convinced that next week I'm going to up all of my numbers for my ab routine. I'm going to do 12, 12, and 12. And stick with that for a couple of weeks before, moving on any further. But that does it for this video, guys. You can check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Nate the Great Harmon, and I will see you all in the next video.